Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the course. In today's topic, we are going to be looking at how to create dashboard in Microsoft Excel. So the dashboard we are going to be creating is a very small sales dashboard, which I just named Bash Sales Dashboard. And you can see we are having a dynamic dashboard here, where if I click on any of the filters, all the data point that we are having here, they are changing. So I'm going to clear filter here and clear filter here. So we are going to be creating this dashboard in some couple of minutes. It is very straightforward and easy to do. So this is the dashboard. This is our sample dashboard, and we are going to be creating something that is similar to this. So let us go back to our main workbook. So the data source we'll be using is this. As I've mentioned earlier, this is a data set from Microsoft.com. So the first thing that you need to do is to convert this data set into a proper table. This is a data set and it is in grid lines, in spreadsheet, but I need to convert it to a proper table in Microsoft Excel. If you remember how to do that, is just Control T and it's going to pick everything for us. But if you don't want to go by the shortcut, let me press escape. You can also come to insert here, then click on table. It's going to pick everything. These are picked all where my data set is covering, and it's saying my table has headers, and that is true. The first row that we are having here, they are the headers for my table. I'm going to click on OK. Good. So it has converted my table, my data set into a table. Then I can as well give it a particular name. Let me just call it Bash, B-A-S-H. Good. So I'm giving it a name now. So whenever I write Bash, it will be referring to my data set. So the first thing that we're going to be doing now is that we are going to resolve this into pivot table. Good. So it's going to convert that. You can see it has picked the name of the table, Bash, and uh, you want to do the pivot table in a new worksheet. That is correct. Good. I'm going to press OK. Good. So we are going to be starting. We are going to be creating our dashboard from our pivot table. So let us go back to our sample data set. The first one is giving us product by sales. Product by sales. So we go back to our own data. So we are going to click on product. Product will be in the row, and the sales. Good. Yes, we're having the sales here. So let's say, for instance, I want to convert all these to be in normal. Maybe I don't want any decimal places. I'm going to right click, go to number format. In my number format, is going to bring this. I'm going to go to number, then remove all the decimal places. Okay, good. You can see it has converted everything. Then I'm going to insert a particular chart for this. So I'll go to our pivot chart here. Okay, please take note. Whenever you have a pivot table, it's going to give you a pivot table analyze tab for you to do a lot of operation on your pivot table and design as well. But we are on the pivot table analyze. I'll click on pivot chart because this is what I want. So from our data set, okay, what we use is a bar chart is being used. Good. And I'm going to click on enter. So this is what we are having. Firstly, I need to remove some things. This total, I don't need it. I'm going to remove it. Then this sum of sales, and here I have to remove them, both of them. So there are two ways of removing them. You can either come to the design and click on this field button. Just click on it. It's going to remove both of them. So if I click on it, it's going to bring them back. Then I can as well right click here. After right clicking, it said hide value field buttons on chart. That is to hide just one of them. If I click on that, it's going to hide just that one. But I'm going to press Ctrl Z now to redo that. But if I want to remove every other one that are on my chart, so I just right click as usual, hide all field buttons on chart. Good. So those are field buttons, they are gone. So they are gone like that. So here, my title is by product by sales. Good. Product by sales. That is correct. Then also I'll click on this plus button. I'm going to add data labels. Good. You can see so that my data are going to be appearing that way. So Control C I'm copying that. I'll come to our dashboard. Then I'm going to paste it here, Control V. So I'll paste it here and reduce it. Good. So let us go back to our, okay, there's no grid line. So I'm going to remove this grid line. Please remember, when you want to remove this grid line, you need to carefully click on only the grid lines here, because there are so many things on this chart, but it's only the grid line that I want to remove. So that's the grid line. Then I'm going to press backspace or delete and it is gone. Good. So another thing is that on my dashboard sheet, I can actually come to the I want to remove the grid lines and every other thing. So I'll come to the view tab, then remove the grid line so that everything is going to be looking nice. Good. So this is the first uh, visualization that we are creating. Let us go back to our sample. And then we are also having product by quantity. Product by quantity. Good. So I'm going to go back to my pivot table. Then I can delete this, it is gone. But for me to do product by quantity, I need to copy this pivot table. So Control C, I've copied the entire table here. Then I'm going to paste it here, Control V. You can see I have two pivot table here and they are still showing the same thing. So it is still product, but what I will be having here is by profit. So I can either click on this, remove fields, or if I have something there, sorry, if I have it there, there's another way that I can also remove it. So I can just drag it in here. If I drag it that in that way, it is removed. Then I can click on it here and unclick, then it is also removed. So for profit, let's put our profit here, sum of profit. The same thing, I'm going to do the same, right click. I'm removing the decimal places, then number here, 0 decimal places, then okay, good. So when we are having these, then I want to turn these to a pivot, a pie chart. So I'm going to come to my pivot table, analyze, then pivot charts, good. Then I'm going to pick a pie chart. So I'm picking the donut chart here. Good. So picking the donut chart is giving me this chart. Remember, I want to remove this button. So I'm coming here, field button, just click on this. You're going to remove all those. You can see that we have two field button here, sum of profit and product. So if I click on this, the two are gone. Good. So another thing that I also did here is, let's go back to our sample. Our sample is saying that you can see that we are having, if you look at our sample very well, we are having the percentages of the quantity here. Oh, it's even quantity. It is not profit. So let us choose quantity. From our data set, quantity is units sold. So I'm going to remove um, uh, I'm removing the profit and I'm including quantity. Good. So we're having our quantity now. So firstly is that I can rename this. It is product by quantity. So I can just click on this, right click. In fact, I can just double click here. Then it's going to give me all these. Okay, the first thing that I want to do here is I want to increase the whole of the donut, the whole that we are having here. So if I reduce it this way, it means the hole will be getting bigger. You can see it's getting bigger now. Yes, it is also getting bigger in that way. Good. Now, another thing that I want to do is that I want the values here to be showing in percentages. I don't want it to just be showing just I want the data label to be showing. So I can click on this plus button, click on data label, and we have all that. But I can also click on this or even double click. If I double click here, then it's telling me that it's showing the values. That is not what I want. I want the percentages to show. Then I'm going to uncheck the values. You can see the percentages are showing now. Good. So so this is giving us quantity, product by quantity. You observe that what we are having here, there are some values that are not really showing well. I want everything to show, so you can right click here, go to format data labels, Then you come to this icon, that look like an Instagram like that. Then you come to percentages, not only values. You can say percentages is picking for everything now. So that is how to do that. You need to do it at once for all the data points. Then I can as well click on this. After clicking on that, come to format, then shape fill, you can pick white. When I pick white, you can see everything is showing white and it is showing very well. Good. So I'm going to click on Control C on this old chart now, then come to my dashboard and I'm going to paste it here. Good. So I'll close this. Then I can also as well remove that. So this is good. You can see we have two of our chart already now. Go. Then this legend that we are having here, we can make them to be down under legend. We are having an arrow that is pointing forward. So click on bottom, it's going to be giving you all these. So just extend this a little bit and you're having your nice looking chart now. Good. Now let us go back to our sample uh, dashboard. Okay, yeah, you can see that what we are having here is actually country by quantity. Country by quantity. So if I come here now, I can easily change these. These are good. So I can easily come here, come back to my pivot table. I'm going to activate this now, this field list. So instead of products, I'm going to change it to country. Because I'm doing all these different styles so that you can see that this can easily change dynamically. Now I've adjusted this pivot table. This is the chart. Now let us go back to our dashboard and see. You can see this is also changing because this chart is connected to this particular pivot table. Good. So on coming here, I can easily extend this so that it's going to look bigger. Good. So this is bigger now. Now, what we want to do next is to come back to our sample. We are having segment by product, segment by product. So I'm going to come here, back to my pivot table. Let me remove this, it's gone. So I'm going to copy all these pivot, then I can put it down anywhere in my sheet. So we are having segment. Let us look at that again. Segment by profit. Segment by profit. So what I'm going to be including in my pivot table will be segment by profit. I'm going to activate field list. So it's going to be segment by profit. Segment by profit. Good. So I'm going to remove the other metric that we have, that is unit sold. Good, and it's going to be by profit only. Remember, right click, number format. I have to do this all over again so that we easily know where you can get all that. Good. So from here, I can add my pivot chart, and I'm going to be having a column chart here. Good. So I want to remove all these field button. All of them are gone. Remove this. This is not needed here. I can as well. Okay, then the title will be segment by profit. Segment by profit. Good. Then I can click on this plus button, add data labels. Good. You see that what we're having under enterprise is negative, so I can easily click on these and adjust this up so that you can easily see it, but it's still negative. Then also I can easily remove this y-axis because I have my data label here already. So I'll just click on these like this, just click on any of them, then backspace, then they are gone. So this is showing me segment by profit. Then I'm going to do Control C, copy my visual, come to my dashboard here, and I'm going to place it here, paste it here. Good. So let's remove these and reduce, then sum it up. Good. So we are having these here. So I can easily reduce this. Okay, can reduce this so that it's going to fit in. Good. So then the last one that we are having here is sales trend. Actually, this is giving us the month name by the sales that is being made from each of the months. So I'm going to go back to my uh, data. I'll come back to my pivot table. So I can easily remove these now. Then copy this pivot table, Control C, then put it here, Control. Okay, let me put it here so that you can easily see everything. Control V. Good. So what we need here is the month name. The month name. So I'm going to come down. Okay, month name is here. I'm removing segment now, leaving month name, and I need the sales for each of the months. So I'm going to go up here and pick sales. Good. So this is telling us that this is the sales that we are having for each of the month. I'm going to right click, number format, number, reduce the decimal places. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do now is I need a pivot chart. So I'm going to click on pivot chart now. And since it is a trend, it is in here. So whenever you want to do a visualization that involves trend, you need to use the line chart. Need to use the line chart. Good. So this is what we're having. I'm removing this button here. I can right click, hide all field buttons. It's going to hide all of them. This is the legend. We don't need it here. Good. Then this as well. This is sales trend. Sales trend. Correct. So I'm going to copy these visuals, then come back to my dashboard and paste it here. Good. You can see this is looking nice now. So another thing that I want to do is that I can as well remove this y-axis. I can remove it. But if I remove that, it is always good that I include what is it called? I include the data labels here so that I can easily relate with the figures. So I can include data labels here for me to see what is happening in each of the months. Although this is not really looking nice, so I can just say, okay, let me just uh, Control Z and leave my y-axis there. Good. Now, another thing that we need to include, let's go back to our sample data, is we're having a slicer here. We have two slicer actually. We have the year slicer and the month slicer. So I'll come back to our pivot table, remove these. So now in our pivot table now, I want to use this last pivot table that I use to include the year. So I'm going to come to pivot table analyze insert slicer. If I insert slicer, you can see we have year. So I can include the year as a slicer. Then we're having this here. So this slicer is saying that whenever you click on 2013, it's going to give us the data sets that are under 2013. So it means that the data captured September, October, November, and December for 2013. Then for 2014, it captured this. So Control C, I'm going to come back to my dashboard. Then I'm going to paste it here. So let us still leave it here. We are coming back to that. Then I'm coming back here. I want to include another slicer from this as well. Come to pivot table analyze. Um, Actually, what I want to include now is the month. So I can just say, let's have insert timeline. I can as well use slicer. But if you use timeline, it means it's going to look at your data and pick that column that has date in it. If your data does not have date in it, it is not going to pick anything. So for my data has date is picking, then it's going to be telling you here, you can have it in years, you can have it in quarter, it's going to convert that automatically, you can have it in months, you see. So I want to see it in month here, so you can have it in months. So Control C, I'm going to come to my dashboard and paste it here, Control V. Good. Actually, from our sample, what they actually use here is a slicer. That is why it is having it January to February. So let us use that so that we don't deviate. But I need to show you another way of doing that so that we are going to be having an enriched knowledge. So in doing things, there is not just one way of doing it. There are so many ways. So insert slicer, I'm inserting the month name. Good. You can see it's inserting everything for me. Control C. Then I'm coming to my dashboard. Control V. Good. So I'm having it here. I'm removing this. So what is left for me to do is just to rearrange and adjust all my visuals very well. So I'm going to zoom. I'm going to reduce the visibility of my screen now so that you can easily see what I'm doing. Firstly, is I'm going to adjust this up here. Then let's clear filter. Clear filter. Good. So, before we proceed, let us adjust all these visualization very well so that we can easily see them clearly. So I'm adjusting this as well. This, okay. I'm also adjusting this, okay, making it a little bit bigger. Then for the sales trend, I'm also adjusting it down here. Okay, adjusting it down here so that it aligns with the one underneath. Then this come down a little bit. Okay, good. Let's adjust this a little bit as well. Good. Okay, good. So everything is aligning now. Okay, the middle of this can easily align. Good. So for my year, so let me put it here and extend it a little bit. Okay, so that it's going to be showing that it is actually year. So let's extend it a little bit. Good. I want the year to show. Then the month name, I'm going to bring this here. Yes, it's month. Good, is month. Then drag it down. Good. So we are done with the first part. Now, another thing that we need to do now is that you will see that whenever I click on January, this filter is only affecting sales trend. It's not affecting the other three. If I click on February, the same thing, March, and so on. If you look at the year filter, is only affecting this sales trend as well. Why? Because I created these two filters from the pivot table that has this particular visualization, the sales trend visualization. So what I want to do now is I want it to also affect every other thing. That is very simple. Just click on that slicer, right click, then go to report connection. After clicking report connection, it's going to give us all the pivot tables that we have in this workbook. It's saying that on sheet one, this is sheet one, we have pivot table one, two, three, four. So this is the fourth one. You know, when we created this, the first, second, and third. So if I check this, check the second and check the third as well. Click on OK. So whenever I click on 2013, I can see it's affecting everything now. 2014 is affecting everything. So that is how to do that. Then for this as well, I'm going to right click as well, report connection, and activate for pivot table 1, table 2, and table 3. Okay, then if I click on January, February, April, and so on and so forth. So that is how to make it to work for every other thing. So let us go back to our sample dashboard. You can see we're having an heading here that's saying Bash Sales Dashboard. So we can also include something here. So just go to Insert, and insert a text box. I'm inserting a text box here, and I'm writing Bash dashboard. Bash dashboard. Good. So I can increase the size, Control A, then Control Shift greater than. It is to increase the size and the font size. Let's have it as 18. Then I'm going to take it to the center here. I'm picking this, bringing it to the center. Then what I can do is shape format. The shape fill, I can change the color. Then the outline, I can also change that. The effect as well, I can as well change all those, and that is fine. So I want everything to come down now. Good. So let's just insert a new row here so that everything will come down a little bit. Good. So, but if you look at our sample, we are having like a blue background here that is making everything to look nice. So how I can do that is I can as well come to insert, and I'm going to insert a particular shape illustration, insert shape, then I'm inserting these for the shape. Then I'm going to click on this to cover all we are having. Then after that, I want this curve to be reduced a little bit. Okay, good. Then after having that, come to shape format, then send to back. So I'm going to pick send to back. So it's going to be at the back of all my visuals now. And hula, that is what we're having. You can see this is a how to create a dynamic dashboard. Now, the way you are creating will now depend on your own creativity. Your creativity has to come in now for you to create a dynamic and a nice looking dashboard. You see that initially we are having our data set, but you cannot actually pick anything from that data set because it is just filled with numbers, letters, and all like that. But if you have your your dashboard in this way, you can easily see that the product that we are making more sales from it is the VTT product, and we are having the least sales from the Montana. Then the country that is we are making we are getting more sales from, not in terms of revenue this way, that's the quantity. You can easily see based on these percentages, 24, and that is United States. Then we're having the orange, that is Germany, and this, that's Mexico, and so on. So this is how to create a dynamic dashboard using Microsoft Excel. Remember, the first thing that you need to do is convert your data into a table. Then you're going to be having your pivot table. So you need to create multiple pivot tables, then create pivot chart from that and bring them to your dashboard, and you can create do all your design that you want to do here. So thank you very much. I hope you really learned a lot, and I want you to also practice for you to really get this. I'll see you in our next class. Goodbye.